This is from Aaron. Says, hello, Matt. My best friend is in a relationship where his girlfriend, the mother of his child, will on occasion accuse him of cheating and become so engulfed with rage that she will yell at him, call/FaceTime him until his phone dies. She's also thrown things at him and punched, scratched, and bruised him on multiple occasions, all in arguments that in retrospect, they both admit were meaningless. I worry for their soon-to-be 3-year-old child to grow up in an environment where a parent becomes so overcome with wrath that she resorts to any means to get her point across. I think it's admirable to want to keep a nuclear family for the sake of the child. My question is, am I the a-hole for wanting to limit my time around them, especially her? She's told my girlfriend lies about me and has asked her to keep information from me on her behalf. My girlfriend and I are honest to one another, so those attempts do not work, but my girlfriend has a big heart and negative energy can be an emotional strain on her. My friend says I'm being rude and excessive for telling my girl to not be around her when she doesn't have to while I'm trying to maintain my own relationship. Of course, in situations like family get-togethers or a wedding, we will attend and be cordial, but in the event that we want to go out to eat alone, I'll ask my girlfriend to politely decline. No, you're not the a-hole. You have every right to decide who you want to be around. I always think it's funny when I get these kinds of questions, and maybe I'm the wrong guy to answer them because I'm antisocial, so I never... This is not anything that I ever struggle with.
I wish you could see this. You're really struggling.
I never struggle with this idea. Should I be around somebody I don't want to be around? No, I don't. Now, it's one thing if it's a close family member, if, God forbid, you're married to someone that you go through a period you don't want to be around them, something like that. Well, then it's like, yeah, now you have to work through that. You got to work on that.
We got to work this out.
You can't just cut somebody like that out of your life. But if it's outside of that, if it's someone, it's an acquaintance, a friend, someone you knew a long time ago, whatever, and it's a negative experience to be around them, then you're perfectly within your rights to limit the time you spend around them.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
And you don't even have to, wrestle with it very much. People, there are people who are just miserable, like it sounds like this woman is, and they want to inflict that on those around them. And so your response is, I don't want to be around that. And so you limit that time that you spend around them. And in fact, even with family members, that might be the case too, where they want to inflict their misery on you. And so you don't want to be around them because of it. And that's all on them. That's not on you. Picture, if you will, the perfect summer night, the warm breeze on your face as you lounge in your favorite chair outside the grill, sizzling with juicy burgers. The aroma of the food is irresistible. Your mouth waters as you wait for it to be cooked to perfection. Now imagine what this perfect summer night would look like if you went to turn on the grill and your propane tank is empty. It's a tragedy. And that's where my friends at Cinch come in and they can save the day and avert tragedy. Cinch is a propane grill tank home delivery service. They deliver propane tanks right to your door. Cinch delivers on your schedule, doesn't require any long-term commitment or subscription, plus delivery is completely contactless, which means you don't have to wait around at home. You can track the order on the Cinch app from anywhere. Whether you're grilling for the Sweet Baby Gang, camping with your family, lighting up your fire pit on a cold summer night, whatever it is, Cinch's propane delivery service ensures that you have the fuel you need to make the most of every moment and every night. Go online to cinch.com or download their app to order. New customers can get their first tank exchange for just $10 with promo code Walsh. That's CYNCH.com, promo code Walsh. This is a limited time offer and you must live within a Cinch service area to redeem it. So visit cinch.com/offer for details. From Ken says, hi Matt, I'm asking about an event that did not happen. As in, my wife told me that she almost broke up with me while we were dating, but 4 anniversaries later and 2 beautiful kids, clearly she did not break up with me. The story of my first visit to meet her parents came up, and she said that that night was almost the end for us because her mom made meatloaf and I barely ate any of it. I can't stand meatloaf, and this was well known by my wife at the time, and she communicated this to her parents, but her mom made it anyway. I ate a few bites of it and fully ate all the sides, but apparently this almost set my wife over the edge, but I did not choke down and risk the vomit because her mom needed the gratification of me eating her cooked meal. I responded that the fact that I tried the meatloaf at all was supposed to gain me extra points, since I was very upfront about my dislike of meatloaf, and that there's no reason for me to extra explain myself since we're just talking about how I was set up to fail, but I was asked to succeed anyway. There's definitely an asshole here. Is it me for not extra trying to choke down more meatloaf, or my wife for openly acknowledging it was a spot where I was set up to fail? Well, it's definitely you. I mean, it's you 100% on so many different levels. First of all, I'm a firm believer in you're a guest at somebody's house, you eat whatever is put on your plate. I don't care what it is. I don't care if they take their shoe off their foot and put it on your plate and say, we're eating shoes tonight. You eat the damn shoe.
He's kidding, right?
He's not kidding.
I've told my kids this many times. They know whatever's put on your plate, you eat it. And if we're at somebody's house, if we're a guest at someone's house and they serve food on your plate, it's even more. You damn well better eat it. I don't care what it is. And if it's bad, if the person doesn't know how to cook, well, then we're all suffering together. We are in this together. But you eat the food. You're also an asshole because meatloaf is delicious. Like, what do you mean you don't like meatloaf? What kind of man are you? You have fallen for, this is a branding thing, okay? The only problem meatloaf has, and the reason meatloaf has a bad reputation and a lot of kids don't like meatloaf is because of the name, like meatloaf.
Oh, that seems gross at first blush, right?
It's just, whoever came up with the name for meatloaf didn't spend any time thinking about it. And they just looked at it and said, well, it's looks kind of like a loaf and it's meat. So it's meatloaf. I think if we called it I don't even know. We could workshop it, but like come up with some French. What is meatloaf in French? Call it that. And then I think everybody would agree that obviously meatloaf is delicious. So you've fallen for anti-meatloaf propaganda. I think it is unmanly to not like meatloaf. It should be, it's a comfort food. It's a classic comfort food. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, gravy. What kind of man are you that you don't enjoy that kind of food? And then on the third level, this is at a time when, right, you just started dating. You're trying to impress this young lady. Her mom is making food, and you would actually get all skimpy in eating and get squeamish. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like meatloaf. Sorry. Do you have a vegan substitute?
A vegan. A gluten-free vegan.
Somehow your marriage worked out, and you have kids, and hopefully you teach them to eat their food, unlike you. But she would have been justified in dumping you right then on the spot, I think. It would have been totally justified. So, unfortunately, you are the asshole 3 times over. Eat your food, okay?
Just eat it, eat it. Get yourself an egg and beat it. Have some more chicken, have some more pie. It doesn't